Well, let's imagine we're playing a video game, yeah? And then, my favorite analogy, video game. And, so it's like a fighting game, like Mortal Kombat or some shit like that, right? Or Street Fighter or whatever. And, so obviously the person on the outside is the one that's actually animating the character, right? Without the person on the outside animating the character, none of it exists, yeah? When the person on the outside of the game is not present, the game's not happening in consciousness, like, period, yeah? So when, yeah, okay. Now, it's like you're playing the game, yeah? So higher consciousness is playing you, but somehow the interface between himself and the character, there's the remote control, there's the, the control pad, the game, electricity, internet access, whatever, right? Think of those things as kind of like the mechanism, yeah, altogether that makes up your physical body, yeah? So there could be a part of the mechanism that's not functioning right, so i.e. the internet is glitching, the game software is a bit, something's happening between the person playing the game and the video game character. Something is happening that's not right, which might cause latency issues. It can cause fucking, yeah, whatever, latency issues, response, that kind of thing, yeah? So again, the Bluetooth, the Bluetooth controller, the wired controller, the wires in them, the console, the power supply, the RF cable, or the AV cable, whatever, and the TV, like all those things, think of them as the body. So something could not be working, yeah? And when that thing's not working, the loop can't be completed, and then the character starts to do stupid things, yeah? Like, I'm asking you to run and it's jumping, and I'm telling it to go left and it's going right, and all this other stupid shit, right? So that shit keeps happening, and it just causes frustration, and that frustration inadvertently ends up in some part of that chain being broken, i.e. the controller is going to get smashed, the game's going to get reset, the game's going to get smashed, the character's going to get fucking just thrown off a cliff, whatever. Something's going to happen, because we as consciousness experience frustration and anger also, okay? Cool. Just hold on to that for a minute. Now, when your mind's not working, i.e. you live in a lower state of consciousness, some aspect of that chain is broken. So your character's going to start malfunctioning. You're going to start doing goofy, stupid shit in this reality. Yeah? You're going to start doing that. When that happens, just sit tight and know that life is going to get really fucking rocky. It's coming. It's literally coming. And then when it comes, it will blow your mind how fucking crazy it can get. What the fuck, man? What? The Matrix today, honestly, shit. Something along that chain is going to get broken, right? And if that thing gets broken, the character's going to start malfunctioning, and then something's going to happen. You're either going to get thrown off a cliff, something's going to happen, you're going to get deserted, something's going to happen, something's going to happen to your character, yeah? The interface between you and higher consciousness, something's going to happen, you know? There'll be signs and symbols and stuff like that, but you still don't heed them and shit. Okay, cool. Now, if you're lucky enough to recognize where the issue is, yeah, i.e. is your mind, you're listening to the mind, is the ego, you're in a lower state of consciousness, whatever, and you restore the connection, yeah, you fix it, and the connection is back on track, and it's A1, connected. Guess what happens? Just guess, bro. Just guess. You know. And how do you think the character's life experience will go from that point? Just hazard a guess. You see what I'm saying? So when you're living in a lower state of consciousness and your life's not working, it's not nobody's fault. Nobody's coming from heaven to save you. Like, nobody's coming from anywhere to save you, bro. You have to save yourself. You gotta get out of that fucking shit that you're in. Cleanse yourself. Recognize what you are, what you're doing, and go. Nobody cares about my and all that fucking shit that people do to give themselves the excuse to keep doing stupid shit. Yeah? It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Like, we're grown-ups now. If you can't figure that out at this point in your life, yeah, man. You understand? This is a 3D conversation. You literally have to restore the connection, bro. You literally gotta restore the connection. That connection is everything, bro. Without that connection, you're dead. You're not here. The game's over. Literally. Of course you don't die. But this was your chance to come and experience this particular bubble at this time with this combination of variables, this configuration of consciousness. This bubble only exists once, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't think that you're gonna die and come back to Wi-Fi world, bro. You might get thrown into day one, bro. Day one of Dreamscape. Snakes and all type of shit, bro. And then they throw you in there. Yeah, bro. And it's not no day. It's just you, because consciousness doesn't give a fuck. It just wants to experience, right? It just wants to experience. That's all consciousness does, experience. You're a self-aware being that's like, oh shit, like, okay, you know, you can actually extract some pleasure for consciousness, because the only vessel through which consciousness can extract the experience is your body, yeah? And it's pleasurable for you also, your mind and all this other shit. It's a life experience you gain from it, consciousness gains from it. Even though you're temporary, it's really just the same question. It's consciousness that's experiencing it, right? So if the connection between you and consciousness is broken and you're not experiencing life how you're supposed to, it's kind of pointless. Like, real life, man, it's kind of pointless. Because you kind of sit there and you're like, well, what am I doing, man? You know? There is nobody. There is nobody. It's consciousness. You are depriving your own self. So let's say somewhere along that chain, yeah, the connection is broken. Somewhere along that chain, the connection is broken. Let's assume that connection is, let's say the controller can control itself, yeah. So let's say the button is stuck, and all the controller has to do is just release that button. So then consciousness can have the full expression of the game at that time. But it's like, no, I'm gonna keep holding on, and he keeps holding on to the button. It's just latched on, yeah, and the button's stuck, and consciousness can't experience the character in the full expression. Consciousness does not enjoy the game. It's not enjoy playing the game as you. So you need to expect that life is not going to be how you want it to go. Because your consciousness, and you know yourself that life's not going how you want it to go. You know, you feel it yourself. And chances are, consciousness will just reset the game and play and then re-experience life as something else. Even though it's still consciousness, you as this expression in this time is gone. And that's what real death is, because then it's like that experience is, because you know, I keep saying, like, reincarnation is real. So we keep the same characters keep coming in different configurations, whatever, different suits, different skin, different this, different that, different this, blah, blah, blah. And it's all for consciousness's benefit, right? It's all for the benefit of consciousness. And it's like by some way, or some technology, something, we, the human flesh, yeah, is also experiencing what consciousness is experiencing with it at the same time, due to the way we are, the technology, whatever it is, the nature of the mechanism, whatever. So it's like, as consciousness is extracting that thing, you also physically get to experience it, because consciousness can't do it physically, but it needs you as a kind of a sieve, some sort of thing for the thing to pass through the experience, right? So imagine now the body, that technology, that whole matrix between consciousness and the character in the video game is in rebellion with the player of the character, or is in rebellion somehow, and then severs the connection some way between themselves. That experience is gone. Like, it's gone. There'll be another experience, but it won't be this configuration of you ever, because you are a moment in time, you're gone. Whereas if your experience is going is in line with what consciousness wants to experience, you basically become celestial. Then you truly are the immortal that you are, because consciousness outside of you playing the video game, right, now immortalizes you in consciousness's mind. In the one mind, you are immortalized. That experience is etched, is there forever. Do you understand? Alright. That situation, consciousness wins. It wins by getting a perfect score. So what does that mean? That means that consciousness was able to experience the character, the temporary character, that the holographic character on the screen. Character was able to possess, not character, consciousness was able to possess the character on the 3D the hologram version, right? Fully, completely, in perfect synchronicity when the connection is restored, right? In perfect synchronicity, right? And he gets the perfect score, and that etches that experience, that immortalizes that experience, right? So you actually making sure you restore the connection to your higher self, i.e. being conscious, yeah? And being authentic, being real, keeping the line open. That's literally how you let God possess you, and you let God drive you, and you let God use you. When you listen to your mind, yeah, the mind of separation, the mind of the devil, the mind of low consciousness, the mind of separation, you listen to that and the connection remains broken. Yeah, it might be pleasurable to, it might be, when I say pleasurable, you might feel like, okay, well, yeah, I'm doing this, I've got all this power, or whatever. But you're not operating how consciousness is supposed to operate, right? You will not last, and it will show even on Earth in this 3D field of experience. It's like you can like people that are immortalized are people that were actually living in oneness with their consciousness, bro. Like, how many billionaires we don't even know their names, bro? We don't know their names. Nobody cares either. But there is some village somewhere in the middle of nowhere where they talk about some guy, some leader, some king, some prophet, some fucking entertainer, some person that was living in oneness with their consciousness, yeah, sharing their value and their consciousness with everybody, right? That is immortalized forever, bro. And they live on. The remnants of the experiences lives on in the field of experience forever. And the nobodies, they just die. Not to be repeated again. Bro, it's literally like real shit, man. It's literally real shit, bro. We are projecting this reality, but the signs and symbols are all around us. Like, we literally tell ourselves every day, that we are not it. But we are it. Anyway, man. Pace my